Hello everyone, this is my third newsletter and I'm really happy to see that the amount of my followers for these newsletters is growing exponentially, and I'm beyond grateful to receive all of this awesome feedbacks. This means a lot to me, and I hope to bring as much value as I can to your life with this newsletter. So today I will be speaking about Qigong. Qigong is not my primary area of expertise, but Qigong has a lot to do with the nature of my movement. Well, first of all, many of you know what does this mean. Qi, energy, and Gong, move. So basically a person who does Qigong, what they do is they're exercising the movement of their energy, conscious movement of their energy. This actually makes any discussion about energy and movement of the energy, and particularly Qigong, very interesting, because if you think that Qigong is always the movement of the energy, it means many things are Qigong. Many things, when you are in the moment, consciously present, and you are using your body to feel the energy and to move it, you're automatically becoming a Qigong practitioner. This is not how, for example, most of Western people look at this, but this is a perspective to think about. Many years ago, when I just moved to China, I was very curious about the origin of Qigong and about what kind of Qigong exercises I could incorporate in my training, because I was never really interested to be specifically a practitioner of internal styles. So I looked into one very old routine. It was called Pa Duan Jing, means 8 pieces of silk, and it was extremely easy. It was basically very small movements that didn't make a lot of sense to me at that point, and it looked more like yoga, just more stationary. So now I started thinking, how could we make Qigong, movement of the energy, easy, accessible to everyone? And also, I don't feel that we have to be bound by the space, by where you are. Are you in the gym? Are you in the working place? To be able to exercise Qigong. So, today I'll give you a couple of basic exercises when you can feel yourself moving, or at least observing your energy. So the first one, I don't really know a specific translation to English language because I always exercise it in China, in Asia. So this is my first experience of talking about it. So you imagine that you are holding a big ball or a sphere. So you see how here, and you also bend your spine. What you're doing, you're trying to breathe with a lower stomach. So you don't feel the air in your lungs, but in your stomach. This exercise looks a little bit like a root exercise from Tai Chi, where we would stay more like this. So a combination of root and the ball is already a routine that has a very strong grounding effect. The root, and then you start breathing with your lower stomach and the ball. So these two exercises actually are more Qigong than most of the movement that are called Qigong. Because basically every time you can feel the Qi, you are becoming in the motion of Qigong, if you feel it's this movement. Okay, so this is a small piece of internal element of martial arts that I wanted to talk about for today. And the second part is more martial and very often is more applicable to performance martial arts. And this is more about how different approach to punching can actually change the speed and the look of the movement. So, as you know, in my basic style, Wushu, many people call it Kung Fu. There is Northern style and there is Southern style. Northern style are full of long movements, and Southern is all about fast. It's all about fast and short. So it looks a little bit like this when you punch, and it's a Northern kind of punch. Your joint is open and it looks classier. And when it's Southern, your joint is less open. This is a small thing I just wanted to mention. But today I want to speak about fast punches from the chest. How to make it fast. So, first of all, this particular punches, you're starting from the chest. And there is a little trick that I've learned when I traveled around Hubei. Because I'm a tall person, it's very hard to achieve the same speed like Chinese competitors because their arms are shorter. So when you punch from your chest, if you really want to do it fast, you don't necessarily extend fully. If you extend fully, it looks beautiful, but it never as fast. It is beautiful, but it's not extremely fast. If you cheat, it looks more flashy, it looks more performance kind of vibe. So the main technique, you're striking from the chest level and you use your breath and your shoulders to actually push the punch. Inhale and then and it goes back by itself. So what you need to think about is only about throwing it and then it comes back by itself. So the best is to imagine a ball is attached to a string and you're throwing a ball and it just comes back to you effortlessly. So this is what I wanted to talk about, and if you have questions, yourrulewoman@gmail.com, as it is listed on my newsletter, you always can write me back and ask me more. I hope you liked it, and see you next week.